All right. We're here with some more blue-white control. I added some sensors. I think more counter spells is kind of where I want to be. Maybe just more than change the equations and Archmage's Charms. I did add more changed equations than I had last time, even though I didn't lose any from the last session. I felt like there's still more to change. I took out I think what I took out one Nine Lives and one Solemnity and added a couple of Elspeth's Might, which is kind of strange because, you know, the transformation into the Nine Lives thing is super strong and you don't really need to kill your opponent's creatures if you're just scamming them with Nine Lives. But I think you're not always going to have that, even though I have had it every time I needed it except one time. I think it's still worth thinking about. I almost want to go down one Snapcaster Mage for maybe another powerful spell, but for now I'm going to keep the four. Uh, Other than that, I don't think I've played yet with a castle, the white or the blue one yet, so we'll see how they do. I added a second hall, and I think that's really... Oh, I took out a Wandering Emperor as well. I think I'm down to two now. Always four Teferis, my favorite card. But yeah, we'll see how we do this session. The ladder just restarted, so it is. I'm now in gold or whatever. But if everyone goes down, it's kind of playing against the same people, really, at least to start. So you know, this will probably be the first time I climb super high in a month for a long time, assuming I stick with actually playing every day and making content. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. I didn't make content yesterday. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with the boys. You know it is. The boys and one wife, because one of us is married, like a nerd. I don't think I'm keeping this. I'm staring at it like I'm keeping it. I'm not keeping that. If I was on the draw, I would keep this. Maybe I still can. I am, like, reckless with these one land consider hands. No, alright. Fine. I won't keep it. I won't keep it. No, let's keep Fortress. Yeah. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's, mono red, please? Oh no, I don't know what that is. Send help. Maybe it's a matchup where I get to like draw go for a while. I'm actually gonna shock myself. It might keep my opponent thinking. It might have worked. All right, what's this? Hopefully a red or green. Yep, always countering that. That card is no bueno. I think I'll main phase this to hit a land. This can cycle, and if they play a 4 or 5, I'd like to do that. Alright, I'll just keep this. My opponent saw I main phase a cantrip and didn't play a land, so... Alright, not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to still, like, go for something. The two cards we've... Oh, that sucks. The two cards we, Yeah, if I bottomed the sensor, I would have had an answer to that immediately. Am I just killing that? I think I am. No, I'm not. It doesn't incur card advantage necessarily. They have to get rid of a card. I mean, if it's a land, then fine. Right? It probably will be a land. No, it's just a dead removal spell. All right, some card advantage there, but I don't really want to get rid of all my stuff to deal with that. God, I hate this card. Okay, now we're getting into some serious problems here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, we're so far from Teferi that I don't really feel bad about getting rid of it. Let's just do that. And I lose a bunch of life. They draw a bunch of cards, right? I think it's 3. Alright, this is not good. I put 2 lands to the bottom, right? Yeah. Hmm. I guess I scoop to a discard spell. Okay. It can only specialize as a sorcery, and they did not specialize. Kind of interesting. I guess I'll just answer it. I can answer it with the portable hole next turn. Um, I think I'm just gonna use my mana. I'm like kind of behind, so should probably just use my mana when I can to do stuff. I don't really care what they exile. It's not really relevant. Not in my onions. Ugh. Voltage Tweak. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Sprout Swarm. You've added 1 to Convoke. I think my deck is taunting me. What does this specialize into? Problems? It specializes into problems. Okay. We don't like problems. They didn't use the mana to eat anything. Was this a braid? I'm just gonna kind of counter anything. I can't really afford to play around stuff anymore. It's kind of crazy that the game's lasted this long. I feel like I should have died a while ago. Corpse Appraiser. Okay. Interesting. I should probably just leave up mana. I don't expect anything other than what? Make disappear? I can't counter that, can I? Oh, I can. Alright. It's not the other 6-mana Chandra. I guess I can snap it? Right? Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. They have another make disappear, I guess. Alright, what the hell does this do? Adds mana, exile the top 5, and then play them your next turn, or deal a bunch of damage. Okay. So I guess it just kills me next turn because of the damage it deals. I can exile this with the Wandering Emperor, but I don't really have a clean answer to this Chandra. I'm gonna just kind of keep playing to get more information about what the cards are in my opponent's deck. They did not exile 5. Oh, is this just the X Hellfire thing? No, alright. Still dead, though. Not really any blue except make disappear, so I don't know what that means. I saw no win condition that beats 9 lives, so I guess I can bring that in. We like the Elspeth Smite. I don't think they've interacted with their graveyard. Supreme Virtue is still good. Binding is probably good as well. Test of Talents is debatable. Portable Hole has some targets, but not really enough where I'm like excited about it. Can probably shave it to Fairy. I feel like I shaved to Fairy so many times, maybe I only want 3. Can probably drop the Censors. It's funny that Snapcaster can flashback Idyllic Tutor for the other piece. Haven't had that happen yet, though. Um, hmm, this is a tough one. I should treat it just like a normal black-red deck, I guess, right? Do I even need the binding in this matchup? I don't think... I might not even need it. Black-red struggles with dealing with enchantments, but I don't... Do I really need that? Maybe I can go down another Teferi and a Wandering like that? Okay. The game lasted a long time, and we were on a mulligan to 5 and stuck on 3 lands for like 6 turns. And I had a lot of time. I didn't end up winning. I didn't have the time for that, but I had a lot of time to get to where I want it to be. I kind of expect Duress, Spell Pierce. They seem like a slower jank black-red deck. So, maybe even whatever that 6 mana sorcery is that like exiles all the cards in your hand that are non-creatures. Might even have that. I think the worst case scenario is finding a Karn. I don't expect a whatchamacallit. Um, Bone Crusher Giant. I don't expect that out of this deck, but you never know. Alright, so I don't really want to go for anything. Maybe I should. No, because their next turn is, what's it called? Crucius. Okay. This is probably from the sideboard. The only issue is it hitting Teferi, and it can exile my Solemnities. Okay, it looks like it actually just hit my land. That's kind of funny. Yeah, my opponent's not going to do anything. They're just going to leave up the other half of that. Alright, a castle's alright. I'd like to see that, I guess. I don't really want to go for anything. I also don't really want to, like, fight over this. It can whiff. And even if it hits something, it requires mana to, like, cast that thing that it hit. Alright, no Fable for you. So I can run out Solemnity now. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Fable resolving is fine if I have Solemnity. I really gotta stop doing that. I keep doing that. That's so annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna run this out. They would get the 2/2 and it would make treasures, but they couldn't do the rest of this. That was certainly something to consider. Stealing March of the Multitude can also hit Solemnity. Invoke Despair makes me sacrifice enchantments, but fortunately it was not a 9 lives. I guess I'm leaving up. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about Invoke Despair. I really did. I forgot that card was in their deck. it makes this it makes it a really bad decision to run that. I guess I'll take it out if I win game 2. Invoke Despair just edicts enchantments. Sure. Snapcaster's not very good when they have this card in play. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this. What do I do? I didn't even side in the binding. Alright, we're done. We're not winning this. I don't think I'm winning this. I'm so not confident I'm going to beat this. I'm down a game. I probably should have sideboarded differently. I got tripped up there for sure. I should have also. This always happens. I'm like, oh man, so many copies of a good card, and then I bring them all in, and it's like I have too many cards that are good in a certain matchup, and I'm stuck in the sideboard. Like, huh, what do I take out? And that's never a good feeling. You never really want to be there. So, how do I change that? Just less of what I bring in, probably. Like go down to 9 lives every game. Um, hmm. I think I'm gonna go down a Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I've convinced myself. Don't know how I feel about Censor. I've only played one game with Censor, so that's fine. For now. Is there another good card that I like? Hmm. I don't know. Can run maybe. I'm really stumped. Maybe just up a consider. Kind of want another Archmage Charm style effect, or a Memory Deluge style effect to get back ahead in like card advantage and stuff. Not just cantrips or one for ones. So what do we have for like instant speed draw that's not Memory Deluge? I guess there is the Seek thing that I like. I was playing it with the Sultai list. Maybe I can try that card. Oh boy, it's not going to tell me what it is it? Okay. It's not Choice of Fortunes, it's a 2-mana one that's an instant. Dang it. New knowledge? Is it something new knowledge? Oops, that's not how you spell that. Yes, this card. I like this card. Because again, it only hits non-lands, so it doesn't find lands. I like that. And if I have multiple Teferis in my hand, it gets rid of them. Right, I can just get rid of one and turn it into basically another card. Most of the time, I feel like this is a 2-minute draw too, so I like it a lot, actually. I kind of want a second one. Maybe Censor's too cute. I don't know. It's so situational. I like how you can get rid of it, but maybe I can just go down the Censors, up the Consider, and up a New Knowledge like that. Yeah, I like that. Seek New Knowledge also is a way to... It has a pretty high chance of hitting one of the scam pieces in the sideboard, too, because, again, it doesn't hit lands. Alright. We've lost our first game. It's the first time I've lost with this. Sure. Hard to pass this one up. Oh no. Dang it. Well, no, that's fine, right? What do you take? Change the equation? They probably take this. It depends what their hand looks like, but one of these two is going, for sure. They're eyeing the Archmage's Charm. But it's got to be one of these two. I guess it's a good sign they're taking time. All right, I guess right. That's good. A long thought seize is always good, but it's not a clear answer. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, they took that, really? Wow. It's kind of surprising, honestly. Sure. It's another red deck. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna shuffle away probably Teferi. They don't know what I shuffle away, which is nice. can play this tapped. I probably should. I can cycle it later. Maybe. I mean, they both come in tapped. I don't really need more white mana, so might wind up cycling it. Who knows? Okay. At the beginning of combat, so I have to stop. Oh wait, no, I can just counter it. I can just counter it. Just counter it. Just counter it. Right, right, right. Forgot my 2-minute counter spells actually answer things now. It's pretty nice. Just play this. I'm not really nothing I'm going to cast like this turn with a consider on my own turn, so. I'm curious, how many decks have I played against that haven't been red? I'll have to look. Seems like everyone ever literally is playing red. I can just get rid of Portable Hole. I guess I'll just do that. Wasn't looking like it was doing much anyways. Another land for Teferi would be nice, but I don't exactly have Teferi. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. I have the counter spell again. I wonder why they shocked themselves. Maybe a fatal push or something? It probably was a fatal push. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to the habit of just countering everything. Yeah, it looks like it's a fatal push. They get the tokens from this later, but that's not nearly as big a deal. I don't really care if this dies. It's kind of done its thing. I mean, at that point, I just sort of 2-for-1 my opponent. Right. Let's do this. Okay, I can get rid of the land. Oh, Seek New Knowledge is so good. It always feels good when it does that. Another Snappy Boy. Fine. Alright, just leave up the tokens, please. Or not. Or just have a snap. This hits a Thoughtseize, because of course it does. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, red is probably the best color in Historic, I'd say. Crucius, this card, there's like 2 others, like Seasoned Pyromancer, Fable. There's just so many cards in red that incur an insane amount of value, right? It's honestly crazy that even with the power level increase of blue-white, that they can still do crazy stuff against you. Like, the power level has definitely gone up since the last time I made content, that's for sure. Alright, so I guess I have to answer that, or I'm basically dead. It just drowns me in card advantage. I have to play this untapped, because this has to be for 3. Alright, I have some Storm Giants, I guess. Opponent has essentially 2 tokens, 2 cards, though. Okay. That was a terrible draw. It doesn't cycle. It doesn't really answer anything. It's not a land for Hall of the Storm Giants. It was like the worst draw in my deck. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, I guess I'm just keeping a land, right? Now I have the 6 minutes to activate Halls of the Storm Giants. This is, again, they should have done that in their own turn. See if they could find something. Should have cycled that earlier. Because they have a ton of 3-minute cards they'd love to play. Like that one. Oh my god. Alright, so I can leave up my Hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I will. They found a 1-minute card, so it could be a discard spell, and I really don't want to do whatever anyways. If it's a Fatal Push, fine. I have a second Hall. Oh, look, it's a Fatal Push. Okay, Teferi immediately dies, so I'd have to deal with the token here with the portable hole, which I guess I will. What do they discard in here? Nothing. They kept that card. Interesting. Very interesting. What is it here? It's an instant speed spell. Um, yeah, I don't know what it is. But I need to do this to keep Teferi alive. And then I did draw a counter spell. It could be like a Murderous Rider. I kind of doubt that, though. It's a Shieldred's Edict, of course. Well, this is bad. Bad news bears. I have a counter spell, but Crucius is just going to smooth out their draws so well. Yep, here comes another 1 mana spell. Hopefully it's an actual discard spell this time and not a Fatal Push. It looks like it's a Fatal Push. Because they held priority on their own turn, which means the Hall isn't going to work. Archmage's Charm is not really getting me there, is it? Yeah, this is not good. Okay. So they have two 1 mana spells in their hand. Teferi. How do I deal with two lethal threats here? Yeah, Teferi plus these two works. I can't play my land untapped. Now I can. Alright, that's good. That's good. So we untap some lands. I have double answer. I have to do this now. They can't make me discard my land. Can I cycle it still? For each legendary creature. No, this is 3 mana to do. So they can't swing. Unfortunately, they know they can't swing. So they can keep the Crucius. Never mind, they're actually still swinging. Probably another Crucius in hand? I think that makes sense, right? Oh boy. Molten Impact. Yeah, yeah, alright. Okay, we might have actually turned around. This is a 1 mana spell. Still, so let's play this and pass. Leave up double counterspell. Oh man, it'd be crazy if I came through with this, but we'll see. Shieldred's in their deck. Okay. That beats the 9 life Solemnity thing. I can start making 1/1s. Whoop. No stop. Tarmogoyf. Let's just counter that. Nice. That's crazy. That's crazy that I got through all that. That is insane. Wow. Okay. So other than Shieldred, we saw no answer, so I think it's still worth trying. I can also just answer Shieldred, right? I still have cards that literally beat it. I want the Smites, the Bindings. I want this again. I don't think I want Test or Rest in Peace. Can take out probably Portable Hole. Not really many things I saw that kind of get blown up by it. Wandering Emperor is weird. I think I have a lot to do on turn 4 now with the extra stuff here, so maybe I don't need that. I guess I can get rid of Consider again. Replace Consider with Idyllic Tutor. Essentially. Yeah, still feels like I have slightly too many sideboard options for the black-red matchup. But it's still, I think it's better than it has been. Or just was, I should say. Go down to Teferi and... Maybe... Archmage's Charm? Okay. I like the Supreme Verdicts. I like them all. Um. Ugh. No. Okay, I'll get rid of Supreme Verdict. So again, very common for turn one discard, but oh, they mulligan to 5. Whoa, really looking for a discard spell? I guess I don't have one. Don't really want to leave up this. No reason to. Uh, okay. I mean, I have so many lands. Okay, sure. Yep. Wait a minute. Seek a card with mana 2 or 3 or greater. Discard them at the beginning of your next turn. Okay. They can find a discard spell, but okay. I don't. That's fine. They can only really play one of them. Guess I can leave up change the equation. Guess I have to leave that up. Yeah, I'll leave that up. No reason to go for anything. I don't even have the other piece anyways. That can't be countered. Okay, so we just draw 2. Alright, I found the other piece that can beat the Chandra. So now it's just Shield Dread, unless I wind up being unable to get there. So I play this, I get Solemnity. I can get Binding, but I don't really care about this Chandra. This doesn't hit lands, so there's no reason to cast it now. Oh boy. Yep, got nothing for you. Of course. I guess I hide one of these pieces? Force them to take one, maybe? I don't know. I have Snapcaster Idyllic Tutor. Okay. Teferi's pretty nice. It doesn't... Oh, does it immediately die? Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Alright, so I'll play this. Get rid of Teferi. Run out my Solemnity. And then just hope I find maybe Idyllic Tutor for... Like a land and Idyllic Tutor so I can double up on him. Sure. What is ambitious? Up or down? Ambitious is up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm one off of just being dead. Idyllic Tutor's a sorcery, so if I want to find 9 lives, I have to do it like at sorcery speed, and it can get hit. I guess I'm all in, right? Otherwise, what am I doing? Alright, I'm just gonna take a risk and pass here, and assume they will just find an answer to what I'm doing. Like a discard spell or something, which they would have had. Okay, I'm gonna Snapcaster block, I guess. Oh, I was really hoping I'd find it. Alright, so let's put back Smite, or the Verdict, maybe? Because I want this, and I guess this can actually still be somewhat useful. But I am just dead next turn anyways, because Chandra just two-shots me, so it doesn't really matter what they put in play. Like, at all. Yeah, that doesn't do anything because of the Solemnity. But I need to draw the other 9 lives basically right now. Yeah, I'm dead on my next turn because of the emblems. Alright. Nope, didn't get there, dead. Dang it. That was a funky game. Very funky. I'd like more answers to discard spells, so maybe Leyline of Sanctity is a good sideboard option. So I can go for the Idyllic Tutor 9 lives. Or, Snapcaster Idyllic Tutor, and not worry about a discard spell. But no bueno there. Rest in Peace stops the Intensity creature, the 3/3, from getting more discard spells. Test of Talents also just kind of deals with them. Maybe that's slightly better than Archmage's Charm when I'm really all in on defending 9 lives. Alright. It looks weird, but I think that's what I'm interested in doing. Alright. They won on a mold of 5 too. We had a mold of 6 that game. Okay, we have the pieces, but no discard spell protection. I think I still have to just keep this. They didn't have discard last turn or last game, but no, never mind. Wow. Sure. Did not expect that. So probably a second discard spell. Um, I guess I play Solemnity to stop Fable the Mirror Breaker. It doesn't stop really anything else, but it does stop that one, and they have a lot of things on 3. Like a lot of things on 3. And that's one of them. Alright, well, that's annoying. I have to kill it with Supreme Verdict. If they take 9 lives, I guess it's kind of promising that maybe the next one actually wins the game, so they feel like they have to deal with it. Man, I've never had someone take so long and like the 6 discard spell this match, and they spent a lot of time with all of these. They're fine with me just doing it, so I'm gonna do it. They could have Beseiju, maybe? Whatever they were leaving up on turn 2 that was, holding priority, I don't know what. This can't cast, Yeah, okay. It can't spam the same thing over and over. The second Solemnity feels good, because if they had an answer to the first one, they might not have 2 answers. Opponent's now reading it. Maybe they... Oh! They didn't know. They didn't know how it worked. That explains why they didn't take it. Oh, man. Oh, dude, you had double thought C's on game 3. Oh, man, that's awesome. Dude, you got scammed for a different reason. They got scammed because they didn't know how it worked. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, I love it. I didn't know how it worked. They're like, oh, nine counters? Ah, I'll just smack them. I'll just get through those 9 counters. They're like, oh, wait a minute. No answer. Oh, dude, game 3. That's game 3. I feel so bad. Kind of. You're playing black red. They had Shieldrids, but maybe they were sided out. Could have sideboarded out the Shieldrids. Would have been their only issue. My only issue, right? Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. What am I doing? All right, so let's do a mock. Why is it only 14? Am I stupid? I only have 14 cards on my sideboard. Whoops. Let's do a mock sideboard. So against black-red, which seems to be all over the place. How many cards are coming in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe even 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then maybe some portable holes are always coming out. Maybe 3 Teferis is better. Actually, no. I like 4 when I have the Seek New Knowledges. This means you can have 4, right? Because you can shuffle them away. Your redundant copies. Which is like really, really strong. Actually, it's so strong, I almost want another Seek New Knowledge. This card is really good. Okay. Maybe down 1 portable hole. What one am I bringing in, though? A Dovin's, main deck Dovin's Veto? There's, like, a lot of the threats out of the black-red deck are actually 3 and up. Crucius and Fable are the big ones. So maybe I can go down 1 portable hole. There's even an argument for, like, a main deck Graveyard Hate spell, like a Lantern. There's an argument for that. If I was black, I could run the, Unleash thing. I like Wash Away. It hits Croxa, at least. It can counter the intensity spell out of their graveyard as well. Maybe that's too cute. It's probably too cute. Oh, counterspell, I need you, please. Back to a Censor, maybe? An Essence Scatter isn't bad. There is a ton of creature decks. Actually, I like that. Let's try an Essence Scatter. And then for the sideboard card that I accidentally didn't replace, maybe another Test of Talents for that kind of matchup when it's relevant. Although it really hasn't been relevant, like, ever. I'm not doing anything like Revitalize, though. I don't think I'm going to do that. When did Memory Lapse get banned? I don't remember. A Search for Escanta works with the Idyllic Tutors, but I don't think that's what I'm interested in. A Pithing Needle, maybe? Tail's End isn't bad. It's not the worst card. It's not the best, though. I'd play Think Twice, but I'm not playing Think Twice. Divide by 0 is alright as well. Mystical Dispute's good in the blue matchups. Alright. It's usually a common sideboard card. I don't know if this is the thing for it. I mean, there are blue-red, is it, prowess decks out there, so maybe there's something there. I don't know. We'll try that. Alright, we're 1-1. Who's online? Oh. For Gigantha, so the blue-red prowess deck, mostly. It could be artifacts. Blue-white artifacts, red-white artifacts. Kemba equipment scam. Could be a litany of different things. Most likely blue-red. Leaving up Play with Fire would be really nice for me. Looks like it's probably a choice between multiple creatures, which is not really nice for me. Let's play this and pass. This can also shuffle away, like, redundant lands, too, and you keep the 2 cards. Oh, this card's just great. I love this card so much. It's almost always a 2-mana draw, too. It's just so good. I love it. Makes me happy. Alright, I'll take 2. Or 1. Or however much you feel like hitting me for. 2 minutes. Yeah. 2-mana creature. Let's go. Essence Scatter coming in hot. Let's play this and pass. Can steal this if I want, or just leave this up to counter something scarier. Can't run Kahira because of Snapcaster Mage. For those that are curious. That's fine. So Reckless Charge is the problem here. Static Discharge. Sure. I can steal one of these. Do I, though? Do I steal one of these? And which one do I steal? Probably the Cemetery Sage. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see what's under this. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better about just not going crazy. Yep, alright, let's take 4. Now I have double answer. I'll probably leave up Archmage's Charm and just portable hold the Cemetery Sage. I could double answer, but I'm at a healthy life total. I could take, just playing on my opponent's end step is just way better in this position. Instance. Wizard's Lightning, yep. I'll take 2. Gigantha to hand, please. Gigantha to hand, please. Ooh woo. Come on. What are we doing? Oh, nope. Figured something else out, I guess. Nope. It's not an instant, so I'm kind of confused. Probably should have put Gigantha in their hand. Maybe they didn't realize. It was good for me, but I think I'm going to let this go, because I have my own expressive iteration. That's fine. We're at parity with cards, right? And I get to actually cast this. And still leave this up this turn. Another EI. That's funny. So they can still hit a land into a 1-drop. I can now just steal a 1-drop as opposed to a potential 2-drop coming out of them and me just having to counter it. Looks like that is exactly what's going to happen. I think still casting Memory Deluge is better, so I'm going to do that. March and another Archmage's Charm? Sure. That's a good draw. Do I need more white mana? Not really. Not with double Archmage Charm in hand, right? So I'm going to answer this now. Think it's a good idea. And pass. Sure. With that snap resolve. Look at that. Frame perfect. Sure. I can't be convinced to counter that, so... Looks like a play with fire? I don't expect Spell Pierce, so just play with fire, yep. That's fine. They kept on top, but it doesn't draw. Alright, so now we're in a very, very good position. I essentially spent 18 life to get to this position, letting burn spells resolve, which I think is fine. Sure. Let's run out this. Or do I just Snapcaster? Let's just do this. They kept a card, so it's probably a burn spell. But I know they don't have two. Yep, I mean, there's nothing else to keep. I can cast Snapcaster Mage instead. Wait, can I? Hold on. No, I can't. Never mind. I don't have a 2-mana counterspell. That would have been a bad idea. Supreme Verdict not looking too good. No, I think I want more interaction. Otawara is alright. It can bounce the Gigantha, but if that's their turn, I don't really care, right? Their whole turn is just playing Gigantha. I think that's totally fine. I'm pretty sure they're sandbagging a land for some reason. There's the Reckless Charge. But oddly enough, this just gets hit in the face by a Hall of the Storm Giants that is in play. So this is a very strange play to me. But if they swing, I'm just going to gain 2. Or they're not going to do anything. Yeah, I would have played Gigantha here if I were them. Yep, that was probably a mistake. I'm just playing Gigantha instead. I guess they're, just banking on me having nothing for that turn, and then if I don't have anything and they just win, it's their logic, but I unfortunately did have something. So this is kind of a rest in peace matchup. Honestly, a lot of the Test of Talents is even good. Right, they have so many cards. I'm happy to wipe out with that. What's the weakest thing here? Teferi's probably the weakest card in my deck. It's 5 mana, sorcery speed. My opponent will probably respect it constantly, so it'll be hard to get it to resolve. And if I'm running the 9 lives thing, I really don't even need Teferi. Or at the very least, I could have like 1 if it goes to odd decking and I have to minus that Teferi over and over. Yep, we take out Considers. We've been doing that. Can take out... Supreme Verdict is uncounterable, and there's a lot of counterspells, so I expect this to be very good here. This is removal, card draw, and counter. It's all modes are good in this matchup, so it's kind of crazy to take that out. Yeah. There's so many good cards. I hate it. I'm always overwhelming myself. There's too many very good answers and threats. To the point where I'm so like threat dense, I don't even really need Seek New Knowledge. Not really. I can just keep the army of answers and be fine, right? Maybe I can drop one dispute. I have a lot to do on turn 3, which is kind of sketch. Yeah, you can definitely see how my sideboard is overtuned for certain matchups, even though they seem to be the only matchups I'm playing against. Um, Sideboard is definitely overtuned. Too many good cards. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but it means the sideboard needs perpetual work. One piece. I have a cyclable land, so it's kind of a 2-mana cantrip, sort of. But nothing in the meantime, and I'm on the draw, so probably too slow. This hand is a little sketch too. Unfortunately, their threats come really, really fast, so they all just get under my 2-mana answers when I'm on the draw. Yep, of course. So now I'm just banking on a 9 lives. Opponent went AFK without swinging. I think my opponent's alt-tabbing between their turns, and they forget that their turn is not actually over. I'll just nice them when I get back. Yep, there you go. Alright, so I had the pieces of the combo. Very good position to be in. Dreadheart Arcanist is a problem, but hopefully whatever they cast is not crazy. I don't know. Was this Reckless Charge? Uh, okay. I guess I'll just try to counter that. Because if they have Spell Pierce, I'm happy, right? I really want to see them Spell Pierce this. Okay, fine. No Arcanist value, just damage. I'm not sweating it. Well, not yet. Alright, so that means I'm not going to play Idyllic Tutor this turn. Just leave up Smite and change the equation. Yep, same as last turn. Just same sequence of events. They can get that Consider back, which is very bad for me. I don't think I can kill this in response to its activation. I don't know, let's find out. I'm killing it regardless, but does it still go off? Yeah, it does. That's no bueno. Alright, my opponent just stopped playing. Interesting. We did draw the win. I did end up drawing 9 lives there, but if I didn't, I don't know. Alright, they were down a game and didn't feel confident. Nice. We'll take it. Maybe I want a full set of that card in my sideboard, that 1-mana white lightning bolt thing. Yeah, I just want all of them. It feels really good. Test of Talents, unfortunately, hasn't done anything. Like, it's just, I haven't bumped into any matchup where I'm like, oh, I really want this card. So I guess I'll just replace. Oh, I took out the rest in peace, but it's never come up. It never comes up. Add that rest in peace back. Why must you do this to me? Deck, please. So what does our sideboard option look like now? All right, the binding can probably come out too. Maybe a Dovin's Veto is fine there, or even another dispute. But Dovin's Veto for now. I don't even think I need another Supreme Verdict, to be totally honest. I really don't think I need it. Another veto, maybe? Sure. The Essence Scatter felt nice, I guess. Got to cast it. I should expect it to consistently be good, because every single deck I've ever played against so far has creatures in it. Like, literally every single one. I have not played against a non-creature deck yet. Tired of losing to that nonsense. Rest in Peace is probably should be coming a little bit more than I'm bringing it in, because of Jaril. I gotta look up his name. I gotta look up his name so I can complain about him without him just always being in play. Uh, sure. Um, uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, the control mirror right when I messed up my sideboard? Really? That's unfortunate. Oh, it's gonna happen sometimes. I don't really have a sideboard for the mirror now. I mean, it was just two Dovin's Vetoes anyways. It wasn't like a crazy sideboard. But I do not have a strong... I should keep every land I find, I think. This could have Binding in it. Don't know what the red could be. Could just be a cycle land. No way in cold hell am I countering an Archmage's Charm. They do have red. Alright, no Wandering Emperor, please? I'll get rid of Portable Hole. Seems kind of useless. Oh, I needed a second white source to represent my Wandering Emperor. Wasn't paying attention. That's the second time I've done that. That's my bad. Opponent can't really... Oh. Okay. I was going to say, they can't really, like, tap out this turn because my next turn is, like, Teferi, but... Oh! Okay, I had the wrong read. I just read the wrong deck. I'm not against what I thought it was. Okay. Wow. So do we march this token? It depends what they do. I don't really have anything else to do, so... Unholy Heat, okay. Hopefully no Teferis? Shock's not a good sign. I'm gonna let them bot me. I think it's way better to just let them get the treasure token than tap out. I highly doubt they let me untap anyways. Okay. Yep, of course. Of course. They were actually going to let me untap with Teferi, which is kind of insane to me. But sure. So do I play the other one? I don't think so. I have other things to do. I can exile this later. I don't have to do it now. It's not really doing anything. Could have let the other EI resolve and kept myself safe from the Lightning Helix, but really wasn't on my radar, to be honest. We have seen no counter spells yet. Oh wait, no, we've seen Archmage's Charm. Right. Okay, I think that is fine. Another counter spell on something I don't think was a big deal. Looks like another Lightning Helix. Yeah, I think they have a Lightning Helix in their hand. It wasn't a Spell Pierce, and it's a castable spell. So put this on white and untap. This is a 3-mana card? Yeah. Unless it's 0. Is it 0 on this side? Let's see. It is not. Okay, so I have to... I don't... You know what? Maybe I should get rid of this and leave up my counter spell. Like that. That's probably better. Because otherwise they're going to bop it in Lightning Helix and then I lose it. Sure, that does not protect the reflection. They could have made a token in response, actually. They could have made a token there. And gave it haste and still swung for 2. So they missed a missequenced a bit, I think. Alright, you have double Lightning Helix. Congratulations. Oh, come on. Don't actually have double Lightning Helix. You've got to be kidding me. Do you really? Wow. I guess I should have just not tapped out. Yep. Unbelievable. Oh, probably just lost the game now. I don't know. Guess I should have respected that. I just didn't. Okay, so I still have a thick boy here. Gonna fire it off. They basically, I mean, you always block. Yeah, there's no reason not to. We're in top deck mode. Don't draw anything scary, please. Please. Okay. They drew a castable spell. Oh, come on. Ah, no. No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. No panic. We don't panic here. No panicking on the stream. I drew a very, very good card, so good news. Good news. Yep. They can loot away whatever they draw here if it's bad, so they basically get a redraw with the Fable. Of course it was a land. Yeah. I can steal this token. Is that a good idea? That seems kind of sus. It might end up doing that, though. Alright, they made my decision really easy by just not having anything. Alright, so I swing here, and I swing here, and I leave this card in my hand. I don't think I need more lands. Actually, This will eventually let me scry in the same turn as activate, so let's actually play it. I can castle and Storm Giant. I might even just upkeep. Do I upkeep? Nah, alright. Who needs to upkeep when you draw that? Alright, let's leave up Snapcaster and swing. Opponent drew another instant speed spell. I might Snapcaster Archmage's Charm. Never mind. Straight gas on the top. Alright, no reason to activate Hall here. I think I'm creeping ahead slowly. So, just let this happen. Reflection works with Snapcaster in a really degenerate way, which is kind of interesting. Okay, 2 lands in a row for them. Good news, good news. Don't think I want Essence Scatter, but I still think I want this change the equation, so I'll keep it. To swing for 2. I think this draw go thing is favoring me a little bit more than them. I still have 2 more Teferis in my deck. Oh boy. Alright, things are starting to look real rough for him now. I think I'm actually going to fire off this now. I just have so many resources. Yep, I'm just going to pull ahead super, super fast. Wow, even through that, like the lightning helixes. So I don't really have a sideboard, but even if I did, it would just be like the 2 spells, the Dovin's Vetoes. Do I like any of this more than anything here? There's a solid chance they cannot beat 9 Life Solemnity. I did not see Teferis. And if everything else is damage-based, this would work. But that doesn't mean I have to make my deck substantially weaker to get it all in here. I guess these are pretty useless, though. So I can go here, here. And what else doesn't feel very good at all? Maybe Supreme Verdict? But sweeping the board is somewhat useful. Maybe I can still go down 1, up a Idyllic Tutor. Just to have that option, like, lingering in the deck. Making my deck not that much weaker. Might even drop the other Supreme Verdict for another Tutor. I think it's worth trying. I think post-board, their deck gets a lot more difficult, right? Oh, whoops, what did it take out? It did the stupid thing, or took out a bunch of cards for no reason. Oh, I just sideboarded it wrong. Alright, so... actually, you know what? If I have the room, I guess I'll add another Idyllic Tutor. Or something like this. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious how many counterspells they have. Like, Spell Pierces and that other Mystical Dispute card there, too. So maybe just that. And maybe some Dovin's Vetoes. It would be a lot of sideboard for the blue-white mirror matchup, but maybe it's good. I'm probably gonna have to cycle this land, so I'll keep it in my hand. You have any scary 2-mana cards? You do not. Okay. I will play out my Hall. I like to see draw go when my hand looks real rough. Gonna play an island because Fortress comes in tapped. They do not have triple blue like they did last time. They still don't have triple blue. I don't really care if this gets countered. Don't really care. I think that's fine. I could even threaten this at a turn cycle in which I would immediately play Teferi, and that probably makes more sense than what I just did, right? Going into 5, because if they tap out, then I have Teferi. Yeah, maybe I should have waited a turn, actually. But it looks like they're willing to counter this. Nope. All right. Very good restraint. Very good restraint there. I will discard probably a plains. Yes. I mean, I'm still happy to have that happen. All right, so no land from them. They have no land. And only two blue sources. Let's put back March. Now, we could put back a land, right? Yeah. Because I have this here. Um, yes. I don't want to bin that. Another blue, and I pass. No way I'm ever going for Teferi. Tap out and get blown out. Alright, they found their fifth land. I will run out, I guess, a Wandering Emperor. Oh no, my phone's at 15% battery. It's fine. Make disappear. Sure. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Okay, I think yeah, they have a Snapcaster in their hand, I think. Could be Lightning Helixes too. Though I'd be kind of surprised to see those. Yep. It looks like they sideboarded like a Psychopath here, and then they just have a bunch of counter spells and stuff. I wonder what they took out. I kind of want to deal with that. Do I deal with that? I tap out to deal with it. Yeah, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with that. I don't expect 5 minutes of fairies. Yep, they just draw go here. Really good for me. Really, really good. So I'm going to play Solemnity? No, I think I'm going to leave up my castle. Might not even swing here, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to swing. If they have another Wandering Emperor. They don't have lands, so they have to have something. That was a good thing to see here. They can't fight back. They can't tap out when I have Teferi meta. It's just way, way too devastating. I can safely swing now. Not terribly relevant, but take it when I can. Especially when they have lightning helixes. This probably isn't, it's not great. Yep. Yep. At this point, I can go for one of the pieces. I think I will. Probably Solemnity. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of Solemnity here. It stops future Fables and the Mirror Breakers, and this is a really like strange thing for them to want to counterspell. Right? It's like a rough thing that counterspell. They might even just let this go, and I have no idea why it's in my deck. What's the time look like? I'm at 23. They're at 20. Wow, they want to counter this? Wow. Okay, we take that. I'm not gonna fight back. Unless their hand is all Fable the Mirror Breakers, and they're like, oh no, I can't use them now. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. That's very interesting. I would never expect people to counter that. My hand does look a little rougher on the edges, though. So next turn I have Memory Deluge up. I expected to get counterspelled, but still up. Alright, so let's swing. Leave up Memory Deluge. It's hard for them to ever stick anything, though, other than Wandering Emperor, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. Wandering Emperor on its own can exile a Hall now. I'm happy for them to counter like card draw. That's always a good thing, right? Yeah. Spell Pierce. Oh, okay. Wasn't gonna respect Spell Pierce anyways. I guess I could have, but I was never going to do that. Narset. Sure? Really? Okay, I don't have a lot of draw. I mean, this means my castle just got way better. Sphinx's Revelation? Whoa. Yeah, that's fine. What? I might even just haul this. Do I just haul? I only have one counterspell anyways. No, let's just swing. I don't really care. They have too many cards. They're gonna get stuck. So I don't really care. Looks like it was a rev for 3. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Lightning Helix? Snapcaster Lightning Helix? Where they thought about it? Okay. Hmm. What up? Bread boy. I heard you've got Easter eggs in the new God of War game. I heard you have insider knowledge. Another EI? Okay. I mean they're full cards, so that's fine. This is a really weird game. They've seen half their deck. They dumped a counterspell in Solemnity. It's still just so weird to me. Electrolyze? What? Okay. Okay. Play as a land, then they have nothing else to do. Just do this. I don't have to wait for the end step. There's just no way they're doing anything. Alright, another change the equation is alright. I could just maybe go for Teferi now, but Archmage's Charm is still a problem. But, I mean, I'm not leaving up my mana really that efficiently. Okay, this is odd. That must mean there's a Dovin's Veto. I can't respect... Dovin's Veto's always going to be good against me, so I mean, make them have it. Just make them have the Dolphins veto. Could have fired this off, but I don't want to. My hand has a lot of answers to this fable. Um, they're back to having a ton of mana. I'm not interested in playing a Teferi. And I don't think hitting them for 7 really does anything. So they can Sphinx's Rev for 4. They gotta fire it off eventually, and what better time than like right now? Wow, still no Sphinx's Rev. Okay. That's like the time to cast it though. Like, when else do you want to cast that? I'm just gonna keep threatening this Narset, I guess? I think I'll shock myself. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shock myself with this Hollowed Fountain. Okay. I mean, this castle is taking cards out of their hand. I'm gonna shock myself. I think it's better to just represent more interaction to keep them, like, at bay. This back and forth is favoring me, I think, because of the castle. If it wasn't for the castle, maybe not. My opponent also has to win another game after this one. Though they have, yeah, well, they have a lot of time. They have, like, a lot of time. Archmage's Charm stealing this. Wow. Okay. I think I'm going to go for another Teferi. Force out a Snapcaster Mage. What better time to do it than now, I think? They just played an Archmage's Charm. Yep, I'm going to counter that. Teferi does not draw because they have Narset. So it's not really as scary as it looks. Looks like they're revving. Nope, just make disappear twice. Okay, I can pay for that, so I will. Unbelievable. That resolved. Alright, we plus to get around Lightning Helix. I'm not going to get hit by that. They do get a massive Sphinx's Rev, but it is their whole turn to do that. It's insane that they've protected this Narset and it ended up working out because of the Teferi ended up resolving. So they can do it for... Okay, alright, yeah, sure. I'm going to kill Narset now. They can't kill this Hall of the Storm Giants. Alright, we're starting to pull ahead here. They left 3 up and somehow never... They did not find anything to, like, cast there. That's kind of crazy. Or weren't willing to. I'm going to make a 1-1? No. You know what? No. I'm not... I'm not getting hit by nonsense again. I'm just going to tick up. I don't want to get Helixed into Oblivion because I tapped out. I'm tired of it. Alright, so I will make a 1-1. And actually, you know what? Maybe I should just Idyllic Tutor for Solemnity. Or I could just hide that. I can just hide that. I'll just do this and pass. Oh boy. Of course, I get the blue-white control deck matchup at like the bitter end. Yep, there's a Wandering. It's kind of annoying, but I can just beat it. I have a ton of answers to it, excuse me. Okay. We're in a better spot than we've been in, but this game is not over. I'm gonna block. I'll block and then I'll march. Pay 0. Da -dee -da -da. What does that do? Annoying stuff? I'll fight. I expect retaliation. I don't expect to win this counter war. Well, I can't bin that, so I guess I'll just keep it. Okay, so they have a Snapcaster on what I assume is going to be a Lightning Helix? Yep. They have to just attack Teferi so it doesn't ultimate? Alright, all things considered, it could be way worse. I'm going to cast March instead? I don't really want to give my opponent Spell Pierce value, but I think that's fine. My hand is... It's not exactly... this card isn't really something I'd want to Spell Pierce if I were them anyways. Fable the Mirror Breaker could blink a bunch of Snapcasters, and maybe they want to keep it around, but I don't really care, right? It can't really swing into my Teferi. Okay, I'm kind of glad to see that, I think. Soft counters working this late is a problem, but... Yeah, no comment. We'll see about that. I'm not above mod abuse. Okay, so... I will tutor up another Solemnity and play it. They were willing to counter the last one. So maybe they counter this one? I really don't care, right? Yeah, I don't care. I don't think this game is about this, and if my opponent's scared about it, or scared of it, if I can get stuff out of their hand, I will. Alright, nope. So I'll pay 2 life, and I think I'll just pass. I can't make 2 1/1s this turn cycle. Put the counter on the Snapcaster makes sense to me. Or just give it first strike, it can't get the counter. I can steal the 2/2, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I want to see how blocking... I'm going to do this first and see what happens before I go to blocks. There's all the Snapcaster mages. I don't expect like a Cleansing Nova or a Farewell if I decide to play this 9 lives. They only have 15 cards left. They have not much time to beat me next in another game as well. They're playing super, super slow. Can't really afford to play this slow when you're doing whatever. So I can let this resolve first and have it target something, or I could just cast something in response. I'm going to cast something in response. Okay, looking for a Mystical Dispute. Think the or I guess a Spell Pierce will do it too. Damn it, they found one. Nope, they didn't. Alright, so can let Snapcaster resolve. It can't target anything really scary because they're tapped out. I think I overwhelmed them and they tripped themselves up with the second Snapcaster. This is all before blocks 2, by the way. Yep, they just target the... Can't cast it, but... Okay. I'm gonna just block, or do I exile? I could just exile. Oh, wait a minute. I can just trade. This is a trade, because it has first strike now. Don't need the counter. That'd be funny if the Solemnity ended up blowing me out. Alright, so I can just Windmill Slam this 9 lives and assume they can't answer it. I think that's reasonable. What is this, an Unholy Heat? What do you got? Nope. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't know what they're holding up. I'm so, like, sketched out about playing this. I really don't want to lose because my opponent has a random, like, win that just be... you know what? If they do, I still win game 3. I still win in game 3 if they do. So I will run it out. Because I have so much time. They've spent a long time in this game already. I have a lot of time, so... Can you beat this? If you have... Yes! Yes! They can't beat it. They have no answer to the 9 lives. Oh, that's so... But they're just going to fall apart. They're 2 threat light. And my threats are all, like, super must answers. And their Wandering Emperors are, like, kind of threats. A little. The Fable and Mirror Breaker is probably a little bit scarier. Even though there's a lot of cards they don't want to discard because they didn't seem to have any graveyard recursion. Yeah, GG's though. Went 2-0 on them. So yeah, the games I did lose, I either got mana screwed or I just like never found the 9 lives where it would have been really good. And in a control matchup, Archmage's Charm with Snapcaster was enough, right? It was just enough. I didn't need more counterspells than that to win. Would change the equation attacking Snapcaster mages, even though I might have only countered one of them, was just good enough, which is crazy to think. They didn't even have a 6-mana Chandra. See that sometimes. Chandra that cannot be stopped. If I kept in Supreme Verdict too, it would have been tougher because I could have blown up stuff that... And they can't counter this, right? Just blow up their board. Interesting game. Super cool to win, though. Super happy to see that. If this is the best way to make the sideboard, then the 3 other cards in it can be whatever. Just, you know, the 4/4/4, and then I have 2 Smites and a Rest in Peace. I haven't been impressed with anything else. I haven't needed more counter spells. I haven't really needed more spot removal. Sometimes you could say I needed another sweeper, but I don't know. I haven't really needed more Wandering Emperors. Maybe one more Deluge instead of, I don't know, maybe Essence Scatter. But the sideboard, it seems, I just can't be convinced of anything but this. This felt above and beyond the best thing. I just did 2 and 2 that game. I didn't even go all 4, and it was enough, right? I just did 2 and 2. Um, but it's a slow game, slow matchup. They had like Sinks Rev and stuff. I mean, I can talk about that matchup all day. Leah, well, that pushed the video to way longer than I'm usually making them. But yeah, that game could be its own match. That game could be its own video. But yeah, I'll stop there. Not done with this. I am not done with Blue White Control. Let me tell you. Yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Let me know what you would and would not run. Like, comment, and subscribe. I stream on Twitch from starting at 5 p.m. Eastern to whenever I feel like stopping. Um, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.